transition over. I mean, is it working?
I mean, look at the picture.
It's frozen on there now.
Hey.
Great. Cool.
Right.
So,
I'm just going to sit there and stare at my phone all night.
yeah, you are.
It's about like a normal night when I'm not.
Back
Highly
over.
professional.
There we
Freeze.
go. There we go. Jesus Christ. I mean, and it's probably going to drop the stream again, too,
Probably.
in a minute. You know, like it's been doing.
Yep.
Because apparently our shit hates us tonight.
Apparently.
I mean, it's not just us, apparently.
Yeah, because I watched our modem cut in and out on its internet connection, like connected to the to our provider, the same how you said it cut out.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Hey!
That was really frustrating and really annoying. But it seems to be going now. Yay. Hooray. Nope, it's out again. Cool. Well, if it streams, it streams.
I mean, I'm still watching myself move on the camera at least.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to look at it. So even if this is still going to record and go up. This is still going to record and go up on
and something in chat might pop
on
up
YouTube. Yeah. This is still going to go up on YouTube. So
hey,
it'll work at some point.
I mean, you know, at one point we're far more primitive than this anyway.
Yeah, that's true. We were. So apologies. It's just going to keep dropping. We're on a slight delay, so hopefully it won't be that bad.
Like a 7-second delay? Do you have time to censor us before we say bad things?
I could if I wanted to.
Okay.
But I don't.
It's the internet, not television.
Yeah, exactly.
The FCC does not regulate it yet.
No, it does not. So first things first, Boyd. Let's just get this out of the way.
FCC won't let me be me.
I have some goodies.
I'm avoiding other song lyrics right now.
My goodies. My goodies. Yeah. We'll see if this catches back on, but
this thing is never cut on.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this from. No, that one too. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want to see it.
Hey, if you message us, we're not going to see it.
Yeah. We're back to just audio only, and there will be a video on there eventually. We're still like I said, we're still recording it, so we'll have it, and it'll go up online at some point. It'll go up online on Sunday, but so last night, Thursday evening,
yes,
we were gonna review movies this week.
It's been a weird week, but I think you made the right choice.
Yes, I got a message on Wednesday because the D&D group I play in are people who work for D&D.
It's a little meta.
I mean, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more appropriate than anything else. But they messaged me saying, "Hey, the Rick and Morty versus D&D event is tomorrow evening," which you and I had looked at and been like, "Ooh, that looks interesting."
Yep.
And had looked at ticket prices and been like, "I'm not sure if I want to go."
It looks interesting. I don't know if I can really justify that interesting.
Yeah.
Because it does include the game stuff.
It did include the game with a ticket, yes.
Yeah.
But they messaged me on Wednesday saying, "Do you want to go? We'll just put you on the list." Like, yeah.
Yes, my name is Curtis. I'm on the list.
Yeah. It was funny when I got in line for it. They, like, other people were in line too. And there was other people who were like Wizards employees in line, which I was in the VIP area.
Ooh.
Turns out not all Wizards employees were allowed in the VIP area, but I got to go up there.
So what was special about the VIP area?
So VIP, about the area, I mean, the area was the upper area at Numos.
Okay.
About being VIP, it was open bar.
Ooh.
And we got a larger swag bag than everyone who just came.
Fun.
Everyone who came got a copy of the game.
And you got swag with your bag.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So first of all, big shout out to the folks over at Wizards who
made this happen.
Allowed this to happen. I also got to, because she was in town and at the event. No, go away, Kaspersky. because she was in town and was able to go to the event, I got to very briefly, because I didn't want to interrupt for too long, speak with Mika Burton.
Nice.
Who is a cosplayer and an esports analyst and a host and LeVar Burton's daughter.
I at some point I enjoy bringing things back to how much is Teenage Curtis freaking out currently?
Mika Burton wasn't a big part.
Not the Mika Burton, but Teenage Curtis about you being a VIP at
a Wizards of the Coast event.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
But I got to speak with Mika briefly. She people might know her more now from the fact people who in the D&D world, people outside of esports and stuff like that, might know her because she was on Critical Role for a couple episodes a few months ago.
Yeah.
And she was great on there, and she was very nice to me. Just interrupting very briefly. I also got to speak with Christopher Perkins, the creative director and lead for D&D, who has been the lead on it and basically created 5th edition with a few other people. It wasn't just him, but he was the lead on it.
Makes sense.
And he and I got to talk about some stuff for about 20 minutes, and he was very, very kind to somebody who was just basically like, hey, D&D means a lot to me. It's cool. And I got to be in here because Pelham, the dude from Wizards, made it happen because I played D&D with him, and he was like, oh, cool. Yeah, great. And, he's like, yeah, we got some cool stuff coming out. I was like, yeah, I have Eberron pre-ordered. And he's like, oh, no, I'm in 2021. I was like, oh, shit. He didn't reveal anything to me, and I didn't ask.
And if he had, you couldn't say.
Correct. I have at one point signed an NDA with Wizards. I don't know what it covers or how much for how long.
The limit of what you said is he said there's some cool shit coming.
Yeah. Which is accurate.
Yeah.
That is what he said. And I can neither say nor can confirm nor deny any more than that because I did not ask.
Yeah.
However, I did ask because Brian W. Foster on Talks Machina a couple weeks ago dropped that Perkins is a former MMA fighter. He was like, did you know that? And everyone was like, no. And I texted my buddies over at Wizards, and they're like, I don't know. And so I asked him last night. I was like, yeah, Brian W. Foster dropped that information. He was like, oh, yeah, no, that's true. I had to stop because I hurt my back. At 50, you just can't really do that stuff anymore. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Which leads me to believe that Perkins is a certified badass.
Yes.
We'll get to the goodies in a sec.
So does he qualify as monk class then? MMA's man.
Perkins would be either a monk or a fighter, probably.
I think for your MMA though,
you can do unarmed in
I guess
other classes, but monk is primarily
I would picture monk for
monk
MMA.
Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think you're right. But and then the event itself was they did a live playthrough of part of the game, which of course it's there were 3 Twitch streamers that I was unfamiliar with, other than the fact that I went, oh, I kind of recognize who they are.
Yeah, that's surprising.
The DM for the game was Kate Welch, who is a story creative person at D&D, and she was the lead creative person on D&D, Rick and Morty versus D&D for the game.
Okay.
And she does a really good Rick impersonation.
Nice. That's handy for that.
Which she did like all night. It was pretty great. Kate was playing Rick, who was DMing.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jim Zub, who is the artist on the D&D, Rick and Morty versus D&D comics, and an amazing comic artist in general.
Yeah.
He was Morty, and he does a great Morty impersonation.
That's good.
And Chris Straub, who's another comics person, was Jerry, and was a fantastic Jerry. It was just good. And they played for about 2 hours.
I mean, the best part of this, what I realized, is that this is someone pretending to be someone who's pretending to be someone.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they played for about 2 hours.
Now, can you imitate for us how they were playing? Like they're
no.
Okay, because I want someone imitating somebody's imitating.
No, I'm not adding another layer to it. But
fun out of my evening.
Yeah. But they played for about 2 hours, and which was really funny because Kate kept yelling at them to stop getting distracted because they only had 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because like I do enjoy on stuff like this when people play purposefully bad D&D.
Okay.
Like the first thing they do is they walk into a stairwell, and one of the guys goes, "I attack the stairs." And I mean, and then she's like, "Okay, roll initiative," that kind of thing.
Who won?
Meat Face.
The stairs?
No, Meat Face. The barbarian.
Okay.
Won versus the stairs.
How do they get upstairs after that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're moving on. I mean, and it takes also at one point she was like, "There's supposed to be some puzzles here for you guys to figure out, but you're too dumb, and we are on a timeline."
That's actually very, very Rick.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of very Rick things. And Jerry was very committed to telling everyone about his backstory,
which is very boring.
Yeah. And they did a really, really great job of. They technically were running the game. They didn't get all the way through it because the game itself is about
like a session?
8 to 10 hours. Yeah. So it's like
2 sessions.
A session, maybe 2, depending on how you play it.
And how dedicated you are.
Yeah. I would say between 4 to 10 hours because you can play the entire thing in a session.
Okay. Again, that also depends how dedicated you are.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do a 10-hour session.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Yeah. I played Twilight Imperium for 16 hours one time. And
then put your DM in the ICU at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. Got it. At the end of our 4 or 5 hour sessions, like we do 4 to 5 hour sessions.
Can you imagine doing double?
Yeah. Like at the end of those, I literally have to go into my room and I sit quietly and I don't talk to anyone. And I'm just like, I need to like be alone. Like it takes a lot out of you. I can't imagine like thinking about how people like Matt do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, it takes part of you.
I mean, I wonder if there's certain things that can almost become like some sort of muscle memory type thing with it.
Yeah, we still are connecting and disconnecting. Great.
Boom,
yep.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of it, probably. And I'm sure if I was running it once a week, that it wouldn't be as big of a deal.
Especially if you run once a week as part of your job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll leave some Critical Role on here.
Okay.
Some great art.
Yeah.
Because they can see it in the camera. There's Molly Mock. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, no, I think also, again, if you were doing it professionally, it'd be a different level than amateur.
Absolutely. Yeah, it would be. And it would be when it's, I still feel like at the end of it, like people are probably exhausted.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I think about it in the way like Andrew WK plays shows. Like, he's Andrew WK for that 2 to 3 hour show, and at the end of it, he goes and collapses.
I wonder if their offices are closed down on Fridays.
Critical Role,
yeah,
probably. There's a very good chance, or
it's the staff is there are people who are not part of the playthrough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there are people working on other things, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it takes a lot out of you, man.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. But you could do it all in one day. But all that being said, do you want to see what the swag I got was?
No.
Well, too bad I'm going to show you. You kind of do admit it.
Yeah, but I just like the buildable. You want to see what it is? No. Okay, we're moving along.
So first of all, a lovely D&D tote bag.
Looks more like Magic the Gathering.
Well, I don't think Magic has the ampersand. Actually, I am going to pull this back up real quick so I can see
that you're making sure
that I'm actually on the screen. The D&D tote bag. Ooh.
Hashtag ampersand.
Hashtag ampersand. We'll get to this in a second. I'm just moving it out of the way for now. We will get to the box set in a moment. I predicted I would get this because this in some form would show up because Pelham gives these away like fucking
candy,
like cheap candy. It's probably like my 4th or 5th one, but a sticker sheet.
Ooh, that's the important shit. Let's be honest. Who cares about the game?
Yeah. And this is looks like it's some
D&D stickers.
Acquisitions Inc. stuff in here.
I want to see the stickers.
There you go. Go for it. They're super cutesy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Acquisitions Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Which, by the way, I can't remember the character's name, but the dude with the purple on him.
Yeah.
He looks like, that's what Perkins looks like, minus the giant purple thing. Like his face is based on Perkins' face.
Oh, because he's Boo and Minsk.
Minsk, yeah. Yeah. That's based on Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
Got a copy of the Dungeons and Dragons, Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons comic. Chapter first, I believe it's issue 1 of chapter 2.
What does it say on the sign on the front?
It says, "Curtis, you just got Rick rolled."
Rick rolled.
Yeah. And it was signed by Jim Zub. He signed it last night for me.
Fancy.
Yes, he's a very nice man. And one of the other things I predicted would show up in the swag bag,
dice,
because I have gotten. This is my 4th one, and I will be giving this one away as well. Is the Smoky Gray D20 from D&D. If you see there,
it has their logo for the 20.
It has their logo for the 20. The ampersand. Like I said, this is my. Oh, there we go. Look at it that way.
Hey.
This is my 4th one. I've given away 2 of them. I have 1 for myself. This one
I got a possible home. We'll talk afterwards. I got a possible home for it.
Oh no, I know where it's going.
Okay.
This one has a home already.
Okay.
This one is going to my tattoo artist.
That makes sense.
Who is going to be doing that? Well, not my normal tattoo artist. The tattoo artist who will be doing my tattoo tomorrow.
Yes.
Who I'm getting a mimic tattoo, so it seems to fit.
Couldn't all your tattoos be a mimic technically?
Technically, but yeah, no.
Couldn't the dice be a mimic?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, could your tattoos be a mimic? No.
No. Could all of your tattoos be of a mimic?
Oh yes.
Well, no. I guess
no.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them.
You have mimics or prestidigitation.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, he will be getting that.
I'm just looking at the two on your left arm could both be mimics.
Scissors
and a wand.
Wand, dagger.
Yeah, a 3. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the final thing, which was randomized in each bag, is a set of Nulzer's Marvelous Minis.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got a werebear.
So what are we facing in their upcoming?
Not these.
Okay.
I need to find a reason to use them. There is a wereboar and a werebear.
Interesting.
Yes. There, you can take a
we
look.
dealt with an owl bear. We haven't dealt with a werebear.
Yeah, they're different. Owl bears are basically bears that are owls.
I know. Sorry, my brain is not going, werebear, stare.
I was like, are they like the D&D equivalent? Is that the D&D equivalent of Toka and Razor? But then I remembered one's a turtle.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's no, there were turtles and owls. I mean, there was it Bebop or Rocksteady that was a
Bebop and Rocksteady was a rhinoceros,
rhino and a boar.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're closer.
They're closer.
A wereboar and an orc would be Bebop or Rocksteady.
Yeah, that'd be closer.
I guess you could have a were rhino.
You could,
yeah,
in concept.
So would a were turtle be a Ninja Turtle then?
I guess. I don't know. Don't know.
Right.
So, and then we have the actual thing itself, which actually comes out next Tuesday. So this is kind of an early look.
Scandalous.
They gave it to us last night and told us to take pictures. Is the Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty playset.
Yeah.
Actual set. Which we can take a look inside. And the artwork is great. It's fantastic. And they clearly love this property, which is great. Comes with a set of dice.
Looks like more. Is it just one? It looks like more than one set.
It is
two.
It is 2 D20s. The rest of a full set. It is It is a full set plus a D20
and a D6.
Actually, a lot of sets come with 4d6s.
Okay.
It depends on where you get them.
Wait, why didn't? Oh, I've never seen a 46 side dice.
I hate you so much.
I'm well aware.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of sets come with 4d6. So it's that plus another d20. And they're blue and yellow to kind of like
stick with that,
hit that color scheme. And then we get into the actual books of it all, which you have it comes with the core rule book for if you do not have like a basic rule book already.
Could you just pick this up and jump in with it?
Yeah, that's the entire point of this. You can pick it up and play it.
Yeah.
It comes with the core rule book, which they've done a really good, like the art direction on this is great. Like obviously it looks like gridded paper. But you get into this inside of it and it's like actually like well thought out, well put together. It's Dungeons and Dragons Rick edition.
I just realized something.
What?
So the comic is Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
The game is Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's because that one is published by Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
This one's published by D&D.
They're sitting next to each other and I saw it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So there's the rule book. It looks pretty good.
I don't want to get our branding wrong here, though, either.
It's close enough.
I mean, should our little display thing say D&D versus Rick and Morty instead of Rick and Morty versus D&D? Which one you?
I pulled it from the comic.
Okay.
So. But then we get into the actual game itself. This is the story.
Big Rick energy.
Yeah, big Rick energy. It's a...
So I think there's a play of words in there.
No, I don't think so.
No, like the energy part, because like magic and...
Oh, yeah. I see what you're going for. No, it's and it is a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl, and that's what it is. It is a straight dungeon crawl.
Nice. That's what you kind of want for... I think a dungeon crawl is a great way to like it for if you're going to intro.
Yeah, I mean, and like you get stuff like that's a...
yeah,
It's not a beholder, it's the other one. It's... Oh, I don't remember what it is, but it's the Get Swifty room.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Swifty room. And like it's they do a good job with that. And then you get into the back and you get into the actual like there are some things and they use some regular creatures like like there's a bugbear.
Yeah.
And there's one that you'll recognize from our game recently.
The bugbear?
No, not the bugbear.
We've had a bugbear recently though.
Oh, it's true we have. 2 of them actually.
Owlbear and a
Nothic. Yeah. They faced off against the Nothic last night.
I had a and random
spectator. That's what it is. A spectator.
Bugbear came up on one of my image stuff this week or today actually, and I had a realization. Do you realize what a bugbear is?
A bugbear is a big furry goblin.
It's half Vulcan, half Sasquatch.
Half Vulcan?
Yeah, look at the ears.
Because they have pointy ears?
And the eyebrows.
But yeah, no, you get into the back and it actually has some creatures that you would just face off against in a normal D&D game. So you're able to able to use them. And they're not it is a normal D&D game. It's just the concept is it's being run by Rick.
Are we going to count the Swifty in?
What's that?
Are we going to count the Swifty creature in our D&D?
Probably not. But yeah, the big difference is it's being run by Rick and you are playing as the individual characters, which by the way, that's a mimic for those who weren't aware that we were discussing. That is what I will be getting tattooed.
At least the most popular version of a mimic.
Yes. What the layman's look at it. And then another thing that I thought was cool is this came with a DM screen.
Are we going to be using that in ours?
I might switch it out just to watch our group like freak the fuck out.
Do it during the 15-minute break.
Just see what happens. But they have some amazing art for the DM screen itself.
Great.
And it's a solid, like it's an actual DM screen. It's got your quick stats on the inside.
Nice.
Yeah. Stuff that's easy to find. So like, it has stuff like item armor classes, conditions, actions in combat, your basic cost of things, like how you would like set a DC, like set a dice check level. It's really well, like it's still a standard
DM screen.
It's just been Rick and Morty'd.
Mortified?
Mortified.
It's mortified.
Yes. And then finally, before it gets into the ad flyer in there, the final thing in here, and the most important, is this is made for up to 5 people. And so these are your character sheets.
Oh, nice.
So it comes with preloaded character sheets. You have a full party of a fighter, a cleric, a rogue, a wizard, and 2 fighters, a wizard, a rogue, and a cleric.
All right.
And you can level up. You can they can set level ups for you. You can do experience based leveling. You can do
I like it.
Milestone based leveling. It has information on here, but it sets everything at the basics, and it gives you your character information right from the jump, so you just know you can jump into it. You don't have to do a lot of thought, put a lot of thought into it. You don't have to
build a background.
You don't have to build a background. It gives it to you. You know.
Don't have to roll over your statistics.
No, you just have them, which is great. If you're looking to play a quick game and you don't know,
or if you don't play,
or if you don't play, if it's your first time playing and you're just I don't know what I'm doing, you're like, okay, cool. Well, here's your character. Mm-hmm. I do love the some of the personality traits, like Summer's character's personality trait, the older sister's character's personality trait. Don't forgive, don't forget. Jerry's is, I'm finally smart enough to realize I'll never be good enough.
God, is he a wizard?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Morty's is I have trouble saying no to pretty girls and mad scientists.
Yeah.
Beth, the mom, hers is I should play with this with my parents and give it to my mom. My mom's name is Beth, by the way. Hers is once abandon yourself, you would never abandon someone who needs your help. And then there's Meatface, which is Meatface.
Mm-hmm.
And Meatface doesn't have a player name.
Just says Meatface?
No, he just has a blank player name.
Okay.
He looks like their teacher. A little bit.
Kind of.
Yeah. But I can't, it's hard to tell. And his personality trait is I like the sound of snapping bones. It relaxes me. I have yet to read through the book. Like I said, I just got this yesterday. Got it home last night. Took a quick look at it, and then I passed the fuck out because it was late.
Yeah, so this all drops on Tuesday.
So yeah, this all comes out next Tuesday. You can pick it up.
Or depending when you listen to the podcast, today or earlier this week. Or a few weeks ago.
Or a couple years ago.
Yeah. For those of you revisiting this for some reason.
For some fucking reason. But yeah.
It's not worth catching up. Just go to the end. It won't reveal any spoilers.
No. But yeah, it's...
There's no big twists in the podcast.
No, there is not. But yeah, it is... it's out next Tuesday, which is the 19th, I believe, is when it comes out.
It's the 19th. I know when the 18th is.
Is it next Tuesday, or is it next... Oh, yeah, it's your birthday.
Monday's my birthday. I know what the 19th is.
It comes out next week. I can't remember if it's Tuesday or Friday. It might be Friday. Is books Tuesday? Are games Tuesdays?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Certain things have certain release days, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Like video games used to be Tuesdays and now they're Fridays.
Can I see the box itself?
Yeah.
I want to look at the ads at the bottom real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
Partially because I was curious.
It might say on there.
This is just an ad. So one side's the ad for the comic, which came out in March.
Yep. You know what? I can also look.
I was also hoping they may wonder if they'd have a release date for Eberron.
That's next week.
That's the next week too?
Yep.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's on pre-order right now, I believe. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to fucking find. They're not paying us to do this. They literally gave this to me yesterday, so Rick and Morty versus... That's the comic. God damn it.
November 29th.
November 29th.
Sorry, November 19th.
November 19th. So next Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, so I was right.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I just had to Google D&D versus Rick and Morty, not Rick and Morty versus D&D.
That probably helps.
Yeah.
So D&D versus Rick and Morty comes out
Tuesday.
And if you're a Rick and Morty fan, there's a lot of fucking fan service in there. Let me tell you.
I mean, you would expect so.
There's a great puzzle box area that you went through. And anybody who knows Rick and Morty knows that there are certain boxes that do certain things. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying not to spoil things. We saw it. Anybody who saw it last night. Also, keep an eye out on the D&D Twitch, or I think it's on the Twitch channel or on their YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. They will be putting up the video from last night.
That makes sense.
I think they're putting it up. I think they're going to try and put it up on Tuesday.
Okay.
But
wait, so did both Rick and Morty and Eberron come out this week?
Correct.
Scandalous.
Yeah. Well, so in talking with Chris Perkins briefly, he was telling me a little bit about their like lead up time on projects. Mm-hmm. And like I said, he was working already in 2021. But he was telling me about the work that they did on the most recent Essentials kit, which is similar to the starter kit, but it's an Essentials kit.
Yeah.
It's a Target exclusive.
Yep.
And that's because Target came to them and was like, hey, the starter kit's selling really well. Can you make us an exclusive version?
Yeah.
And he was telling me that like that was a 5-month turnaround time when their normal turnaround time is 18 months. So my guess is this was in a similar vein of we have a shorter turnaround time, and so it just has to be released when it has to be released.
I mean, I kind of wonder, like, so Essentials Kit is a much shorter turnaround time than obviously a new book. Mm-hmm. But I mean, how much does Essentials add that's not already existing?
It's a new story. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's the same. Like it's literally the same concept as creating this.
But it's
or the starter kit. It is creating a story that you could.
But it's not adding new backgrounds or classes or
no.
Yeah.
Which neither is this.
Yeah. But like Eberron's launching a whole nother.
So Eberron is not a story.
Exactly.
It is a source book. Which makes different.
More sense why that would have more time than
correct. Yeah. But even still, a story. Some of them do come with like extra backgrounds and stuff like that, just because of the nature of the story.
Because I've been playing with a UA character for a good 5 months now. That's releasing Eberron officially.
Yes, yeah, which means that your shit is probably going to break next week.
Yeah.
Actually, I was watching the D&D Beyond Dev update today because it is pertinent to
my character,
what's going on.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff where it's going to be, some of it still is in UA, and some of it is in the book. And because of that, some of it's in the book, it's going away from UA.
Yeah.
They have to finagle their back end stuff because some of it's going to break, and they need to make sure that that the things that are being used are, because anybody who's already using the Unearthed Arcana stuff
gets to
keep it. And
that would be shitty to start on Arcana, be in the middle of like,
yeah, it'd be like level 10 and then just lose everything. Yeah, that would suck.
Especially if you're playing something where it doesn't make it over to the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're thinking my subclass may not make it into the book.
Your sub, I know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I won't say.
But I mean, if you're and that's the thing is, if you have things that don't make it, all of a sudden, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be like what I told you the other day is still abundantly true after talking with the folks last night, which is I will still be in your character sheet, making sure things are the way they should be.
Well, I also made sure I PDF'd a copy to my character just to have it in case.
Yep. Just in case.
Yep.
But changes are coming, and it also means that there's going to be less for you to be like, well, this is Unearthed Arcana. I might want to see if I can work this. But it also means that there's less. This is Unearthed Arcana. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I do still have. I'm DM. You can't do that.
I mean, I think my character is a planeswalker.
Yeah.
So if things do fluctuate weirdly for him all of a sudden, it doesn't break the storyline quite as much.
No, it's just a ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Shit happened.
Yeah.
It's weird. You kicked my camera.
I think
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get better about this.
Yeah.
But no, things are changing. So yeah, Eberron's coming out.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting. I'm really excited about that because it'll also unlock Warforged as our full race.
No,
because they're Unearthed Arcana right now, and
fortunately I didn't throw that in on top. Like I didn't do an Unearthed Arcana race with an Unearthed Arcana character.
No, that's true. I like my next character will be a Warforged. I think they're fascinating.
They're fascinating.
I absolutely love the idea of them.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things that I love is that at low levels they are super OP, but they like unless they taper. They taper pretty hard,
and that might also clean up in this next week.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Yep.
I suppose we'll find out.
I'm partially tempted to pre-order it on D&D Beyond just for the could you unlock additional backgrounds and frames if you pre-order?
Well, here's the thing: is that at least in my game, you'll have access to them because I pre-ordered.
I'm still tempted to order just to get the frame and background. That's valid, right?
Yeah, but you'll have access to it on your current character sheet. I'm just saying. Unless you're planning to DM anytime soon, there's no point in you doing it other than I have it.
Yay.
I
mean,
I bought the book. You have access to everything that I've bought.
Within regards to my character within the campaign.
Yes.
I don't have all those details if I want to build other side characters.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I suppose that's up to you if you want to do that, but you don't have to. But yeah, no, it was a fun event. I'm glad I got the invite. It was cool to go to. It was really a fun way to spend an evening. The people from Wizards are all awesome. I obviously know at
least part of them because you play with them.
Well, and a couple of them I know from high school.
Yeah.
So there's the one who's my actual DM that I've known for forever. And then there's another girl who works there that we grew up, went to the same high school. She was not prepared to see me last night. Sean did not tell her I was coming.
That's half the fun.
Yeah, it was like, oh, hey, how's it going? She's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you forever. I was like, yeah, I know. But it's, they really put a lot of hard work into making sure people are enjoying the game.
That is important, and I think the Rick Morty is going to keep people introduced.
Yeah, it is. It's a good way to bring some folks into the game. Actually, let me see that real quick.
Welcome, adventure.
So, the things that they show are on here. Develop the story. This top layer right here. All of these things. So, the 3 books on the bottom. The
Player's Handbook,
the DM's Guide, and the Monster Manual are honestly, if you want to play any game, the 2 that you absolutely need are these 2.
Yep.
Monster Manual adds a lot to it. You just get a lot of extra stuff. This one right here is the starter kit with the green dragon.
Yep.
Which is the one that we're playing currently.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And I'm having to prepare to write past it now. But the awkward thing about that is it only goes to level 5. Most other stories start at level 8.
Yeah, just pick up the Essentials kit.
Yeah. Essentials kit goes to level 5 too.
Okay.
But the Essentials kit is this other one.
Yeah.
The Essentials kit they can also, I believe all of them can be played as one-shots.
Which is fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then all the other stuff on the bottom are other stories, but these 3 are the ones that you need to start.
And Player's Handbook you can access for free on D&D Beyond.
Well, you can. Here's the thing.
You can build characters within it without you paying stuff.
But you can access and read all of the books for free on D&D Beyond.
I am well aware.
Yeah. You don't get to unlock them into character builders.
Yeah.
But you can, if you are doing a pencil and paper campaign, you can access all of them for free on D&D Beyond, including stats on monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. But if you want to have the actual books, those are the ones that you want.
And the digital update stuff is nice too, though.
Yes, it is. But yeah, no, D&D, great. Wizards of the Coast folks are all awesome. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I went. And now I wanted to talk to you about, speaking of shit fucking crashing. I don't think you experienced this on Tuesday. I didn't. Because you weren't officially signed up yet.
Well, so I signed up midday, but I didn't get.
But it was fixed by then.
And also, I didn't get home until that. Because so I'd signed up to get the email from Verizon to get this free from Verizon for a year.
Yes.
I finally checked back in on the Verizon site about it midday, and they had to sign up.
Yeah.
The email from Verizon didn't come until the next day.
I got it the next day too.
Yeah. So I signed up then; it was working fine. And by the time I got home that night, it was streaming fine.
Yeah. So Disney Plus launched on Tuesday. I actually had access to the app on Monday evening.
You just couldn't watch anything yet, or
yeah, nothing was working.
Even after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's when I could access it.
Which the reason I was thinking 9 p.m. is because that's midnight East Coast.
East Coast time. Yeah. That was when I was able to download it.
Now I'm wondering if
because before that, if you tried to find it. If you were able to find it in the Google Play Store, it was like this app is not downloadable in your country.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if like the stream part rolled out hour by hour across the country.
Probably, but I can tell you they were not prepared.
Yeah,
and everything crashed and everything broke. I somehow managed to watch the first episode of The Mandalorian on Tuesday morning.
I watched it Tuesday night.
Yeah, I somehow managed to watch the first episode Tuesday morning, and like it was interesting. The rest of the app was broken, but I was like, let's see if like I can do other things. And like I was able to scroll over to The Mandalorian and hit play. And it finished, and I tried to like scroll everywhere else, and the app completely broke again. So like I had that quick period of time where it worked and I could watch it.
You know what else might be happening? I haven't used the app yet. I've done all my stuff through browser.
Yeah.
That might be different too.
Maybe. But just quickly, Mandalorian.
I've watched 2 episodes so far, and I'm loving it.
So have I. I think the second episode is a lot stronger than the first one.
I think the first one's a great hook. It's got the action, it's got the adventure, it hooks you in, it pulls you in.
Yeah.
Second one does a lot more to start developing the character.
Yeah.
And I think that's not a bad way to start a series.
Yeah. And I've appreciated that as of right now, his helmet has not come off.
Yeah. Because you get, like, the opening scene, you get action.
Yes.
You start building a universe, obviously there's our universe, but you start building this little micro universe. You're building this, you're throwing in side characters. Mm-hmm. It is a great hook in.
Yes.
And then the second one, not as much action. I mean, definitely still some good action, but you also start getting more of the character, and you're starting to see the conflict and development in this character, and that is, I think, a good second episode. And
yes, and it's very much reminded me of. It actually has pretty heavy overtones to me of like The Man with No Name.
I can see that,
like the Sergio Leone movies.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels. It's a Western.
I mean, it's the conflict, and we're getting more into it. It's the conflicted gunslinger.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's 100% what it is. It's a conflicted gunslinger story, which is great.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. I'm here for that. Give that to me.
And I think there's already some like hints about the character dropped that are going to prove really interesting as things go along. And
yeah, I kind of want to watch the second episode again just so I can watch him vaporize Jawas again.
I really like his weapon too.
His rifle.
Yeah.
It's a long range sniper rifle with a close range stun on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he kind of uses both like.
Which Boba Fett had one too.
Mm-hmm. The stuns didn't really get used a whole lot, unfortunately.
No, it didn't, but it was expanded upon in other stories. But it makes me think it's a Mandalorian weapon.
Yeah, but it could doubles as this long range rifle, but it's also almost like a shocking halberd at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. He can use it close range and long range.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have he has a little pistol, which is like all of his stuff. You know, it's all stuff that Boba and Jango Fett. They both had.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like reek of trying to make him Boba Fett again.
No,
and that's what I've appreciated. He's not Boba Fett.
We've already gotten details about him that are absolutely not Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. and I want to say what, but at the same time I don't want to go spoilery. But like, there are decisions made, there are actions taken that are absolutely not Boba Fett.
Yes, Fettian.
In both what we see in the movies and also going back to the whole what's now Legends.
Yeah,
and the which is where Fett got his following. But
yes,
behaviors and choices made are very different, and it's interesting.
Yeah, because and I've appreciated that because they're creating his own character from it.
They're not just building this one development, like they're not just building all Mandalorians are the same.
Yeah,
and he's also different than Mandalore that you have in KOTOR.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I have appreciated that. This is one of those things where you and I have talked at length about this outside of the podcast, where we see stuff that has like the Mandalorian symbol on it that just say bounty hunter on it and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and like are very like Boba Fett heavy and like fetishization of the character in a weird way. You know what I mean?
Boba Fettization.
Boba Fettization. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
Boba Fettization. As
someone who is fascinated with the character and what it is, and especially what the culture was built on, which even even in the Legends was far more than just bounty hunters.
Yeah,
even in KOTOR is far more than just
they're a warrior race. Yeah,
and I think, it's a symbol I like. It's something I use. It's kind of it's got a lot of the same kind of. It's got a lot of the same cultural connotation and not connotation but weight to it right now as a lot of the Punisher stuff.
Yeah, where it's a level of like just by having the symbols like I'm fucking badass, man.
Yeah. But it's there's a certain level of toxicity that almost goes along with it.
Yes, 100%.
It's unfortunate for the characters.
Yeah, it is. But I do have one complaint. Episodes are just over 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like, they spent $10 million on that first episode.
Jesus.
It's 39 minutes long.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's not a lot of time for your money.
No.
And honestly, I was expecting a full hour show.
I can see that. And
I was expecting a full hour long show. We'll see if it grows into that or something like that. But the first episode's 39 minutes, the second is 32.
Yeah.
And so I was expecting an hour long episode. So, but that could be my own expectations, and they could also be looking at it as these are chapters.
Yeah. They could.
Some chapters are longer than others,
and it could also be that they know what they're. Overall, there's a larger building point on it.
Or also they could just be like, hey, the episodes will be as long as they fucking need to be,
which I like too.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where if not having to either limit to this minute mark or expand to this minute mark.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Having to limit to a minute mark or having to expand a minute mark can do a disservice to the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's where you end up with these weird scenes with, characters dancing in a bar because they need to fill in minutes, or time for a character to breathe is compressed because they can't do it. And
no, that's true. You're absolutely right. That said, I was expecting an hour-long show.
This episode definitely has moments where things just linger.
Yeah.
Whether you just have Fett walking and
Fett, the Mandalorian.
Or the Mandalorian, sorry. Or you just have the Mandalorian walking, and I think those are shots that if you can have to compress the show down, you're going to lose.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But at the same time, you're not going to add in these these
extra scenes. There's no fluff.
Yeah. I was trying to think there's an EX word for it.
Exposition?
No.
Extraneous?
Yes. You're not adding these extraneous scenes that are just there to, hey, you're only at 37 minutes. We need you at 39.
Yeah. Well, and usually when something has a 39 to 42 minute runtime, it's because the other 18 minutes are commercials.
Yeah.
Well, that's not on this one.
Half-hour shows were always 23 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, they're weird running times. That's what I'm saying. It's weird running times.
And I'm enjoying the series so far. We'll see what more becomes of it.
Yeah. The first episode released Tuesday. Second episode was today, Friday. Yep. Next episode is Tuesday. And I don't know if they're going Tuesday, Friday, or they're doing 1, 2, 3, and then every Tuesday.
We'll see.
But we'll find out. I have already watched multiple Disney Channel original movies.
Of course.
Yeah.
Reliving your 90s.
Yes, absolutely. I went back and I watched Brink.
Yeah.
And Smart House.
Okay.
Which they're not. I think Brink is 90s. I think Smart House is 2000s.
That seems appropriate. Yeah.
Could be wrong. It's somewhere in there. I do know that the younger sister in both of those is played by the same girl.
Okay.
Because I watched both of them and went, hey, that's the same girl.
I watched Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, well, good job. It's on there. I will.
That's all I've sat down to watch on it so far.
I will say Disney Plus has some major issues though. Aside from the fact that there's not a continue watching.
I started watching a series and I was writing. Yeah.
You start watching like Rebels or something.
Yeah,
like
and it was that same thing where you get an episode and just sits there.
Well, and there's also from the main screen, there's not a continue watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you click on the show, it does just the next episode.
Yes. But on your main, when you open it up, your home screen doesn't have continue watching tab.
It doesn't have the binge feature, which I think is the biggest limitation.
It does, but it's not well set up.
So at least on the PC, where I've been watching it,
you have to click through.
You have to go back to the menu and then the next episode.
Oh, you can click through on PC. I did it.
I haven't been getting that.
Oh, I got it the other night.
I'm watching it full screen, and it gets that last screen, and I have. Well, I guess I can reduce it down and go to the next episode.
Yeah, but
it won't let me go to the next episode in full screen.
Yeah,
which is a little frustrating.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just do the automatic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, which is good and bad, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow you to sit on your ass for 10 hours. And watch a show.
It's annoying when I'm doing working on one screen and it's playing
on the other screen.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Which is what I was doing the other night too.
Same.
But the other big thing is certain shows are out of order.
Uh-oh.
Like the original DuckTales episodes are out of order.
Oh, no. One of your favorite shows has been getting a lot of criticism.
Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said that it was going to be in 3x4 and it is in widescreen and stretched.
Oh, I wasn't sure it was stretched or cut, but either way,
both.
Yeah.
So they pointed out there's one really major joke when Homer goes on a tour of the Duff factory.
Yeah.
Where they take him to the vats for Duff Light, and Duff Dry.
Mm-hmm.
And the joke is that the pipes pouring the beer into all the vats is splitting off from one main pipeline.
Yeah.
That's the joke, is it's one main pipeline feeding all three different types of beer. And it's cut off. It cuts that part off. And when I watched Brink on my computer,
yeah,
it was in 4x3.
Yeah.
But when we watched Smart House, we were watching it on TV and looking at it why this seems really awkward that they have these extreme close-ups of people that's cutting off their chins and foreheads
because it just zoomed automatically.
And then I realized it because there's a part when they go to grab their keys and it's a close-up on the keys as the house absorbs the keys and isn't letting them out. Mm-hmm. They go up to reach and grab for it, and I realized that it's oh shit, they cut it. They're cutting off the top and bottom to make it widescreen because they go to grab it and you can only see the top of the keys on the counter, so you don't know what it is they're actually grabbing for.
That's painful.
Yeah, it's a major UX problem that they need to fix immediately.
Everything I've been watching so far is either
it's
old
newer
movie,
it's a movie where it's in 4x3 or 860x9,
or it's new stuff.
Yeah, it's already like that. Yeah, it's a major problem that they need to, if they want to continue to have people coming and listening to their watching their shows and using their service. They need to fix right away.
I mean, it makes me feel better about my choice to do Rebels instead of DuckTales the other night.
Yeah,
but
the new DuckTales is in order
because it, or is it? What is it? Is the old DuckTales?
It's the classic DuckTales. Yeah. It's I don't know if it's cut off. It's the episodes are in the wrong order.
I'm sure they're cut off or stretched.
I mean, maybe
they're early 90s.
Maybe, but the No, they're older than that.
They're my childhood.
Yes.
They're pre-16:9.
Yeah, they are. But they might be 90s. I think they're 80s.
I think they're throughout that time period.
Yeah.
Because there's also the movies and whatnot.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they full on. Like, I think the Gargoyles episodes are out of order too.
I guess they probably are. They probably are 80s. I'm pretty sure they are pre-90. I can almost guarantee they are pre-94.
Yeah. Well,
thinking of what age I watched them in, and
doesn't matter.
But anyway,
they're out of order.
Yeah.
Gargoyles, I believe they said, was out of order too.
It's unfortunate.
Like episodes of these classic shows that people want to watch in, like they're serialized. Yes, most
especially
of them.
Gargoyles.
Yeah, like you got to watch it in order.
Yeah.
There's the same problem. Actually, they had the same fucking problem with the Batman the Animated Series box set, like the DVDs.
Yeah.
And when it went to Amazon, because like the first episode in the DVDs in the box set, for the entire series, like one of the first episodes is like a season 3 episode of like the Joker's Christmas episode.
The one I distinctly remember is there is a later Harley Quinn episode before the Harley Quinn debut.
Yes.
Which really makes it weird when you get to the debut.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones where you encounter villains and then their introduction is later.
Well, it's like the Joker one is weird because Dick Grayson exists at that point.
Yeah.
And he didn't at the beginning.
Yeah.
And so it goes from having Batman and Robin to just being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's horrifically out of order, and I believe Amazon, it was like that on Amazon too. And I believe, if I remember correctly, one of the things they said, it's like, oh yeah, it's in order that the episodes were actually produced. And it's like, even then it seems wrong.
Yeah. I mean, like the first episode, like I could see being weird because like if it was a pilot and the rest of the series doesn't have Robin for a while.
Yeah.
That can make sense to me. But the fact I know there's villains introduced out of order in the middle of it.
Yeah. No, it was all fucked up. And that's the same thing with DuckTales, and I believe they said Gargoyles, and there's a couple other shows that they're just straight up out of order.
I will argue on a series. Having the pilot feel weird is one thing. Having the series out of order is just
Yeah. I mean, you could do like what Fox did to Firefly, where they're like, let's do episode 3 to start.
Yeah.
And then we'll save the pilot to the finale.
No. The pilot was like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, or something like. They played all the episodes out of order, so people were super confused.
Because the cliffhanger finale is the final episode.
Yes,
they showed, but yeah,
it's all fucked up. And it's the like. So the big things for Disney Plus is they've had a rough week to start.
Yeah,
which is good. They could stand to be a little bit fucking humble, like their shit didn't work when it should have, and then it gets on there, and the people who are getting on there saying, "Oh look, we have they're like, oh look, we have The Simpsons now." It's like, well, you fucked up The Simpsons, guys. Like,
I mean, if only they owned like another streaming service, who's had to deal with TV shows.
I know, weird. It's simple things like that, where especially since they were like, yeah, it's going to be in 4x3, and then it's definitively not. I
mean, so going back to the Firefly problem is actually one of the positive things about like what I just praised about the order for Mandalorian.
Yeah,
is what they tried to do with Firefly initially, a hook episode and then building episodes.
No, the hook episode for Firefly is the first fucking episode.
They intentionally put Fox
shot it and killed it from the jump.
The reason Fox put they put the train episode in as the first episode because the executives wanted they basically wanted the most action-y, wanted to try to hook people.
The show was canceled after the second episode aired.
I mean, the official reason given by Fox initially was, I'm going with what I know from...
It's horseshit. It's absolute horseshit. Fox may have said that.
We didn't said that. It wasn't a good choice, but it was what the choice Fox made.
Yeah, and it was wrong.
Yes.
And I would also say you're wrong in that saying it's the same thing you praise the Mandalorian for, because the Mandalorian gives you the...
No. What Fox tried to do and fucked up is what the Mandalorian did right.
Oh, well...
Is what I said there.
Okay. As I say, because they didn't do that.
No, they are in the right order. Yeah.
Yeah, they put it in order. And that's the thing, is that if you're going to put these shows on there, they're serialized shows.
Yeah.
They fucking go in order.
Yeah.
Like, put them in order. Like, even Monster of the Week shows like fucking Supernatural have to be played in order.
Yeah. Even bullshit sitcoms. They have a story arc.
They have a greater story arc that have to be played in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even going back to, I mean, yeah, you get back to the 50s, they don't, but you get to the 60s and 70s, even they do. I mean,
Brady Bunch has
major story
arcs.
MASH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, The Simpsons do.
Shit, the Andy Griffith Show has some story arcs throughout. I mean,
it's the way it is.
Yeah.
So Disney's big problems right now with Disney Plus are they failed on their first day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big strike.
Yeah.
They have not delivered what they promised, in that they promised that, in especially in something like things that are with a 4:3 ratio,
mm-hmm.
they pushed out an app, they pushed out a service that did not have things calibrated properly for it. From my guess, it has everything calibrated to play at one thing.
Yeah.
The end. And that they haven't properly done that.
And again, they own the technology.
And they haven't properly cataloged it or something like that, or like put the right tag on it to make it work. Like the right back end tag to make it be like, this needs to be in 4:3 and this one should be in 16:9.
And they own all the technology to make this work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And strike number 3 right now against them is that these beloved shows, the episodes are fully out of order.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm here for at least the first year.
I mean, I have 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm not paying again for 3 years.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I can stack with Verizon.
You can.
Thing, so I have 4 years.
Yes.
So
yeah,
we'll go from that.
Yep.
But they if they want to get their shit together, well, one of those things they already fixed. They fixed it not working.
Mm-hmm.
They will fix those other 2 things. And they honestly, if I were them, I would add a continue watching.
Yeah.
Screen. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
I don't mind having to click through to the next thing. They'll probably change that, but like
the 2 big ones though are the formatting and order.
Yes. Those are the biggest ones. Formatting number 1, order number 2 probably. No, other way around. Order number 1, formatting number 2.
I will argue order is a bigger one because that is such an easy thing not to fuck up.
I know, right? It's not that hard, guys.
Especially when it's properties you own.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like a lot of those ones are Fox properties that they just got to.
DuckTales?
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Simpsons. Well, the Simpsons are in order, though. They did take out the Simpsons episode with Michael Jackson. It's
interesting.
Gone. Yeah, it's gone. It is not on there.
Interesting.
Yep.
There's also been a lot of debate this week about so they have the tag on a lot of stuff, older stuff with the cultural awareness tag.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been questions of whether or not they should include that stuff at all. And
absolutely, they should.
Yeah.
Yes, they absolutely should.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Song of the South isn't on there.
I mean, I think where they could go really interesting with it is develop a series that talks about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. That would require a level of self-awareness I don't think they're going to go for, but...
Yeah.
That said, we're out of time for this week.
Hey!
We managed to record. I don't know how much of this actually streamed.
But we recorded.
But we recorded it, so it'll be up on YouTube if you want to watch.
Else, that's where we started, and that's where we should end.
Yeah. I'm sorry, our internet has been fucking funky tonight, so there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
Yeah.
We tried. That's why we started late. But
we tried, and therefore no one can judge me.
Yeah, exactly. That being said...
Again, if we're not streaming, it doesn't matter that we started late.
Yeah. It's true. That being said, I have a couple things I want to do, and then I'm going to go to emo night.
You go be sad.
I will. I'm going to go be sad.
If it makes you happy, go be sad.
I will. All right. Bye, kids.
Bye, kids. makes you happy, why are you so sad?